Hello everyone, we're in the losers bracket and we're fighting the blue Moabites versus the clay Moabites. It's actually a clay black-gray deck, but anyways, the loser of this match will get knocked out and will go on to the losers bracket round 3, where they fight the winner of the clay partial judgment deck versus Joshua Moabites, and the winner of that will have to fight Nativity Herods, and the winner of that is going to have to fight Joshua Thieves in the finals. Let's get into it. The Patriarch's deck won the die roll. They get to go first. They have Daenerys in hand, but not much else. They have King Balak, which could be nice to help set up some territory class stuff. Their best attack, if they don't have any other things they can do, they can go Malak, take an OT hero from deck, and then play Naming the Nation. So it's not the strongest attack in the world, but at least it's something. At least you can guarantee getting like Abraham next turn. All right, so they get to choose who goes first. And they have a Jared the Beholder star ability. That's not going to really do anything for them. Let's see if there's any lost souls to rescue. All right, 8 cards. Oh, there are some lost souls. Okay, so there's a lost souls token. That's going to create a lost souls in their territory. Now they have to think about, do they want to go first or not? The downsides of not going first, if opponent has Matthew, you could attack and draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards off of Matthew, which is normal, I guess. And if they have negate neutrals, then our Daenerys could get shut off. So I think because of those two things, I think going first is the right call here. Okay, so Matthew, do you have any star abilities? Let's see, we can use Scattered Sheep, but we don't want to underdeck our only hero because we want to use that to get to Matthew next turn. So we're going to decline Scattered Sheep star. All right, Lost Souls abilities. Let's spawn a Lost Soul token and then do Darkness. Darkness, grab the Deceiver. The only reason you wouldn't want to do this is if you knew the opponent had like a Stricken or was playing Nazareth. But keep them guessing about what we're doing. We don't want to give away any information. Okay, so let's go Nereus, search deck for a Roman. Grab. We only have one Roman in here, so let's go ahead and grab him. Put him out there. Discard this to draw 3. Do Humble. Do Grumbled. There's going to be a Grumbled trigger and a Lost Souls trigger, so let's do Grumbled first. It can underdeck card from hand to draw 1. So if we underdeck our King Balak, we can use Moab to go get Balak out. So let's just do that. It's in the bottom of deck, draw a card, and then Lost Souls triggers will happen. Just one Lost Soul trigger, because these both happened at these both came out at the same time, so only one Lost Souls trigger. And then, let's see, we don't really have any way to get to our Patriarchs this turn. So, and I don't think we want to put down our Moabites quite yet, because opponent could ban to them. So let's just attack with, Malak, taking an OT hero from deck. Protecting heroes and battles from evil cards. Let's see. Do I just grab Abraham here? I think so. Grab Abraham. And then its opponent's block. Okay, they have Outsiders. Doesn't do much. We have a Malachite Slave. We have Woman of the Bez. And we have Goliath, a Deceiver. And Foreign Wives. So Foreign Wives could work here. Woman of the Bez could work here. So if we're playing Patriarchs, we know that we're going to be fighting Benjamin. So I could see the Foreign Wives block or the Woman of the Bez block, because Woman of the Bez is not going to be good if Benjamin's around. But this is weak to 3 woes. So odds I'll do Woman, evens I'll do Deceiver to Woman. So let's roll a dice. It's evens, so we're going to go Deceiver into Foreign Wives and block. Oh wait, no, Foreign Wives is bad because they technically haven't drawn that many cards this turn. So we're going to go Woman. Let's give them one take back this game and that'll do it. Because yeah, if opponent goes first and then they don't get to draw 3 cards for turn, and then they do something like Daenerys, they've only drawn 3 cards that turn technically, so Foreign Wives wouldn't trigger. So yeah, so let's do Protect, Lost Souls from evil cards, give this to opponent's territory. Okay, let's just pretend this is the Woman of the Bez. Okay, and so Patriarchs do not have a dominant. That's going to happen. They have to play their stuff for turn. Let's play down Moab, go get Balak. Play Balak down, Balak go grabs Balaam, put Balaam down. If we want to play around Matthew, we don't know they have Matthew, but they might try to put some characters. We can't put down our Woman of the Bez because she's unique. So yeah, okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pass the turn now. 1, 2, 3. We can look at an evil card from reserve, so we get to see that they have Scattered Sheep, Husham the Timonite, Slaves to Eglon, and all these other goodies. Okay, there's the Foreign Wives, and then let's see. So we have a way to get to Matthew, and they don't have hand protection. Let's put down our temple, and I think it's pretty straightforward attack because we really don't have any other options. So let's just go Angel of the Sun, exchange with the Martyr from deck, go get Matthew. Now we have access to Rhydon, Resurrection, Son of God as our dominance. And let's see, they have Balaam, King Balak, and they have Moab. and we know about, or we're going to know about unsuccessful, and they also have woman of the best. So a lot of good blocking options for the opponent. Let's see what we draw here. So Matthew, let's convert him to Meek. And look at the opponent's hand. They have 1, 2, 3 brigades. So we're going to draw 3 cards. There's the Ascension, Patmos, and Tenants. So not a lot of heroes here. Okay, it's their block. They have to figure out what they want to do here. We could just block with Balaam, protects lost souls, and we get a dominance. I mean, that seems like a good idea. What could go wrong here? Alternatively, we could go Woman of Thebes block, give him our Woman of Thebes. Then they get a Woman of Thebes. Do we care about that? That's weak to woes. Or I could just play King Balak, play unsuccessful. So let's just go Balaam. They have to deal with multiple things here. So let's take an evil dominant from deck. Maybe just grab Falling Away here. So we could do Falling Away or Woes. Let's just do Falling Away. Okay. And do we want a Falling Away now? Or do we want to play Resurrection now? Let's see. If I go Resurrection, grab John, I can toss the next. Oh, they're already protecting Lost Souls anyways. Because this would have been appealing if they weren't able to protect Lost Souls. I just don't have... Yeah, so I have the Ascension that doesn't do anything. I have Love of One Another, which doesn't do anything. Okay, so Matthew's a 4-6 versus a 5-7. Do we just play our Ascension now? Or Resurrection now? Or do we save Resurrection for later? I think I'm just going to play this now, even though I know I'm not going to be able to grab Lost Souls. Let's see, we get an Empty Tomb Hero, John, and then our best case scenario is we draw we draw 3 woes off of this, or like a harvest token. We are playing harvest in this deck. And I think we're only playing 1 fortress. We're only playing Herod's Temple, so we're just going to be doing this. So yeah, we're just trying to high roll a woes or a harvest token here. Okay, Bandit John. John reveals Son of God. Toss the next, draw 2. There's Daenerys and Joanna. So Mist and Balaam will die. Lost Souls are protected. And then put down Patmos. Go grab it. Disciple. Get Peter, because we probably want to do... We could get Peter in case we draw 4 Drachma coin, or we can get Matthias because we have bounce cards. Matthias, I think, is better because we don't actually have 4 Drachma coin. It shouldn't be that hard to get Peter back out. So we'll do put down Matthias, put down Joanna, put down Artifact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They have Husham the Timonite, so I kind of don't want to put Son of God in my discard pile if I don't have to right now. Maybe it's time to put down some evil characters. So maybe they don't know about, so they know about the Deceiver. They have Elijah, so putting down evil characters is not appealing either. So I feel kind of stuck. Do I just discard Outsiders? Outsiders plus Herod's Temple is still a great block. Yeah, this is tricky. I think I'm going to have to Son of God there. Humble. And watch out for Husham the Timonite there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I gotta get rid of 1 card. Maybe we just discard a Malachite Slave here. I'm not sure. Because I don't want to put him down and get chosen to block. And we already have Deceiver if we want to go to somebody in the deck. So yeah, I think Malachite Slave is the most redundant piece of information here. And now it's the opponent's turn. Okay, draw 3 cards. We can negate Lost Souls to end of turn. Sure, I think that's fine. Okay, let's think here. Let us think here. We have Angel of the Lord. Okay, so what we can do is we can go Abraham to Melchizedek to Jared, Jeremiah. It's like that's pretty strong, I guess. Or we can do Abraham to Jacob to Malik. Or we can do Abraham to Eliezer of Damascus, draw 3, ban to Isaac. Top deck, an evil card, protect Isaac from capture and discard. So we don't know what's in their hand except a Deceiver. So, I think I'm going to go Abraham, attack, search deck for a Genesis 12. Just jumped in. So we'll grab this, and then we'll ban to Melchizedek, bans to Jared, convert to Meek, grab the Lord Provides, and ban to Jeremiah, look at their hand. We see that they have Born Wives, Outsiders, Deceiver, Scattered Sheep, and Tenants. So they got a lot of good blocking options. All right, so that's the attack. And let's see the block. We can go, so Outsiders is currently active because they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So they have way more cards. And then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 brigades. So yeah, Outsiders plus Herod's Temple seems like a great idea right now. So let's do Herod's Temple, reserve 4 Drachma coin, block with Outsiders. We get to be underdecking 6 cards. So let's definitely underdeck Outsiders plus all these heroes, and then 1 more card. Let's see. We can underdeck Moab or Woman of Thebes. Underdecking our woman of the Bez makes it so we can potentially block with her again one day, which is kind of nice. Sure. So I'll underdeck my woman of the Bez and then underdeck everybody. And so because there's a toss battle, they can't play any cards to negate outsiders. So this just happens. And the reason I'm underdecking outsiders is if the opponent had, lost a battle and outsiders was still in the battle, they could play 3 woes to negate this. So the reason I'm putting this under my deck is that if they have 3 woes, they won't be able to stop this. And so technically they could have had 3 woes by going second coming to get 3 woes, but okay. So the way to play around that was attacking with Malik, I guess. Whoops. All right, so 9 cards in hand. Let's put down this guy and pass the turn. 1, 2, 3. There's delivered. We can discard top card of their deck. It is Great Dread. Okay. We have Daenerys. I'm just hesitant to put stuff in down for Elijah to choose the blocker for, but maybe it's fine. Another thing I can do is I can play Foreign Wives, delivered Foreign Wives, go get the 4 drachma coin out of my reserve. Alternatively, I could play delivered to grab a Book of the Covenant from my deck. I have access to Angel of the Sun. So I can do Simon the Zealous, choose the blocker, but we know they have Falling Away. So if we go Simon, choose a blocker, choose one of their guys as a blocker, we can play Ride On, play Ascension, Bandin, John, Matthias, Monster Guy, toss in next, and what can they do? Yeah, I think that's our strongest attack. And I think we're just going to be trying to race them. We're already ahead on the race. So if they use Elijah to choose something as a blocker, it's not going to be the end of the world. Okay, let's play Foreign Wives. Let's play activate Daenerys. We can go grab our Emperor, that down. And then we're going to be drawing some cards here. Crack Daenerys, draw 3. We drew Distressed, Lost Souls, Authority, Untouchables. Okay, Hopper will hop. Lost Souls token will spawn. Okay, there we go. Negating their territory class stuff now, so that's cool. And then put down book. And then put down. We don't have Simon Peter though, huh? Yet at least. So maybe that's so if we had Simon Peter, then getting 4 drachma coin could be nice, but since we don't, let's just go delivered on Foreign Wives. Go to deck for an artifact. Let's grab Book of the Covenant. Wait, all right, Book of the Covenant's in my hand. Right? No, I drew Book of the Covenant off of Daenerys. Okay, so I whiffed on my delivered, which is a mistake, but I think we'll be able to come back from that. And then we're going to attack. We're going to go Angel of the Sun, go to reserve, go Simon, negate Lost Souls, convert to Meek, choosing your... Who do I want to have die? Or who do I want to have bounce? I'll just choose Claudius. And then, but then they... Yeah, no, I don't think they can stop this. So before they can play anything, let's go right on for awesome things. Playing Ascension, banding to Matthias, John, Joanna, and then... Oh, we don't have a toss. You don't have a toss card, John, which is a problem. Okay, so let's do Joanna first. I can grab a card from reserve, or I can draw 2 cards. Let's just draw 2 cards. Convert to Meek, draw 2 cards. There's a Harvest Soul. Let's give him Harvest Token. And then, let's see, John will draw 2 cards. We can't toss the next here. And then Matthias will convert to Meek to bounce Emperor Claudius, and Claudius's protection is getting interrupted by the Ascension. So Claudius is now in special initiative. They don't have a negate, so they're going to get bounced. And then Matthias's ability will trigger, finish triggering. You may reveal good dominant hand to look at the top X cards from deck. So here's our woes. Let's reveal that to look at the top 3 cards. 1, 2, 3 cards. Let's do our second coming, and then we take that and underdeck the rest. So we underdeck the rest. The reason I'm taking second coming is I really want to prioritize getting Son of God out of my discard pile, and then the battle's over. The Lost Soul will give him a Harvest Token Soul. 1, 2, get rid of the Ascension, put the Disciples back, put down a Cume to negate their neutrals, and then we have 1, 2, 3. Let's do Son of God to rescue this guy, and then put down Angel from the Winds and pass the turn. So I almost played this turn perfectly. I did a couple mistakes on Clay's. I didn't have a dominant to reveal with John. If they had negate, that would have been bad. And then I could have activated Book of the Covenant from my deck if I thought about it a little bit better. Or I could have at least gotten 4 drachma coin too. Okay, so we're going to be passing the turn now. Oh, I have 9 cards in hand. I can't count. Let's just put down Goliath and pass the turn. Okay, draw 3 cards. Territory class cards are negated. Neutrals are negated. I don't think we'll be able to draw cards, so I'm not going to do Blessed Nations. All right, put Book of the Covenant down. That's not going to help us here. It's not looking good, my boys. This has been the most awkward Patriarchs draw ever. I have Jacob, but no sons of Jacob. Isaac, but no Rebecca. It's just awkward. Okay, so I think what I need to do here is I need to go Jacob plus, or like, I think I can go 3 visitors into Abraham, into Melchizedek, into Jacob, into Malik. I think that's what we're going to do. So let's go with 3 visitors, go to deck. Then we'll grab our Abraham, negate their neutrals. Search deck for this, ban to this, ban to this. And then Malik can take an OT hero from deck. Let's take our Benji boy. Okay, so that is the attack there. Okay, so now we have access to a cool play we can do. Let's go Deceiver, go to Reserve, grabbing Temple Guard. You may play an enhancement with a band or capture ability. Band, capture, and play abilities cannot be prevented by a good card. So we're going to play our Tenants has a band ability. So it's going to interrupt the battle. It's going to interrupt that protection and that take. So that's going to go back. And then character may ban to evil human. We're going to ban to Goliath. Goliath's ability will trigger. It says negate ban, draw, and play abilities. So that's going to negate the play ability, which means tenants will go back to the hand, but the discard ability is still going to be happening. And then, so if it negates the banned ability, that means Goliath goes back, negates their banned ability. So this guy goes back, this guy goes back. And then Goliath's ability will trigger. It says withdraw heroes from battle except giant slayers. And then opponent may present a new hero. Okay. So let's see, our options are Elijah or Isaac because all these unique heroes entered battle. So let's see, maybe we do Isaac because Isaac's going to be protected from discard abilities. And then the discard ability on tenants will trigger so we can discard a hero. I would have chosen Isaac, but Isaac is protected. So I got to discard. Let's discard Elijah because that's scary. Discard Elijah. And if they didn't have a guy that was protected from discard, tenants would have been pretty hard to stop. Because even if they had a card like interrupt the battle, that wouldn't have done anything. I guess they could have. Does the Lord provide? Because it has to target a card in order to negate it. So unless you had a card that said negate the last, then that would work. But because tenants is in the hand, you can't really do anything. Okay, so it's Isaac versus Temple Guard. I think Isaac's just going to angel the Temple Guard and get a soul. This is negated. Let's just give him darkness. All right, they have a soul now. Tricky play, tricky play. 9 cards in hand. Got to get rid of a card. Do we just play down Claudius again, I guess? No. I think we're just gonna discard Claudius because I don't want him being chosen as a blocker and then getting love one another. All right, passing turn. It is Clay's turn. 1, 2, 3. They have a prosperity. Let's discard a card from our hand. I don't think Outsiders is gonna do anything anymore, so discard Outsiders, draw 2, and then upkeep triggers. Don't have anything. Let us go get our Book of the Covenant going. Book of the Covenant. We know they have Falling Away, so in order to stop falling away, maybe we just need to go Your Remain. So grab Your Remain, activate it, and then activate New Covenant. We can go to our reserve to grab a Gospel card. Gospel good enhancement, so let's maybe grab Teaching. Play Teaching on Akeem to negate your doesn't matter, and then reserve an evil card from opponent's hand. So we see we have a woman, successful, and we can't reserve Falling Away, so it's between woman and unsuccessful. I think if I reserve their woman and then I attack with a gospel human, they can block and then I can do a toss battle and kill them. So let's reserve their woman. And then we can go get Lazarus from our deck if that's what we want. Put down Ends of the Earth. And if we attack with Lazarus, I don't think they have any blocks. They can try to Falling Away Lazarus, but then we can use Your Remain to add in somebody else. So let's go Angel from the Sun, attack. Go to deck for Lazarus. Lazarus will convert to Meek to negate evil cards and draw a card, right? Draw that card. It's a glory. Very nice. And then, so yeah, we have Falling Away, but they have You Will Remain. So I don't think we have any blocks here. We're just going to give them a soul. All right. So they just need to break through one more time and they win. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's discard our Reassuring Angel. And we need to get rid of one more card. Let's get rid of, oh, I forgot to do Ends of the Earth. That's okay. Can put down Woman. Yeah, we'll just put down Woman. Okay. And pass the turn. They have draw 3 cards. No stars. Let's put a Storehouse out. And let's put down our territory class card. Put on Faith Abraham on Abraham. And then what's our best attack here? It's not looking good. So what we can do is we can go Abraham, attack, get Angel, or get 3 visitors. 3 visitors go to Benjamin. Benjamin, exchange, go to Judah. Judah. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so attack with Abraham. Abraham, go to deck, or binge for 3 visitors. 3 visitors, exchanges with the patriarch. Go to Benjamin. Benjamin, protect lost souls from evil cards. Exchange with Judah. Judah will negate your woman of the Bez. Banding to Jacob. Jacob will not draw 2 because of foreign wives, but will band to Malik. Okay, so that's the rescue. So what we can do against that is we can go... What can we do against that? Let's just block with... they've already played Angel. So if we block with Goliath, we negate their band abilities. So that would mean he goes back. That's CBI. So be Goliath versus these boys. No, let's just block with Claudius, I guess. All right, Claudius versus everybody. Okay, so Faith of Abraham will trigger. I can play Genesis Enhancement. Let's go play Naming the Nations. Under deck, all of your characters in battle, let me draw 3. So it's Claudius's initiative. They can go, we can go, we just stricken that? Yeah, we'll stricken that. So that's negated. Now it's Claudius's initiative. They can go tenants, interrupt the battle. Character may ban to evil human you control. I don't know. Or evil human. Doesn't have to be one we control. So let's see. We can go ban to one of these guys. I don't think it matters. Let's just ban to Moab. And then we can discard somebody. Let's discard Malik. Does that mean his protection no longer is there anymore? Because we interrupted his protection and we discarded him. Okay. And then it's going to be Claudius's initiative still. I think Claudius has 10, 15, 18, 23 attack. Okay, so it's actually going to be Patriarch's initiative. I messed up there. I shouldn't have banned it. I should have just getting rid of Malik and then gone Scattered Sheep. So anyways, it's Patriarch's initiative. Let's go. Let's interrupt the battle and reserve Emperor Claudius. Okay, so that interrupts his discard. And Claudius is just going to get reserved. And I'm going to hold my woes because I learned from last game, if I'm like 1 soul away from winning, then I should just use my dominance to try and win the game as opposed to stopping them from getting a lost soul. That doesn't matter. So let's give them prosperity. Okay, so Patriarchs broke through. Good job, Patriarchs. And they're going to pass turn to Matthew. Matthew's going to draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Give another Lost Soul trigger. We can use Book of the Covenant to draw a card. Sure thing. Okay, let's think. How do we want to break through? We know they still have the Falling Away, so we got to keep you remain active. We can try to go for Eternal Inheritance. So let's go deactivate New Covenant, activate Send the Helper bounce Simon. And then when Simon attacks, we can grab Eternal Inheritance and just try to get initiative and win the game. Have they played Glory? They haven't played Glory though. But even if they play Glory, we can just Angel. Okay, have we played Territory class yet? No, let's play Good Seed. And then Simon will attack, negate Lost Souls, use your Moab to block. And Send the Helper will trigger, grabbing Eternal Inheritance. Now it is time for Falling Away to happen because they know they're going to get wrecked. So Falling Away Simon. We can use Book of the Covenant to add somebody to battle. I don't think it matters. Just add Matthew to battle. Since Matthew, it's Moab's initiative, but we're going to use Angel of the Lord to kill Moab, rescue a soul. Okay, so final score is 5-2. Matthew gets it. Yeah, Patriarchs just had a really awkward draw. They weren't able to get their draw engine online. So by the time Matthew had 3 cards left in their deck, Patriarchs still had 24, and they weren't able to draw into their glories and their battle winners. And their defense was kind of struggles against Choose the Blocker. But yeah, Matthew often still had glory, still had woes, still had these enhancements. They just kind of felt unstoppable there a little bit. And the cute tricks on defense almost worked. But I think their defense was running out of blocks. I think they only had Scattered Sheep left as like a viable block. But anyways, right. And the fact that this Patriarch's deck isn't running negate neutrals to stop Book of the Covenant, it really makes their Falling Away a lot less effective. Anyways, all right, so Patriarchs is knocked out. Black Gray is going to move on. See ya.